Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Bringing them out onto the field, Michael Vick, the all-time leading rusher from the QB position, over 6,100 yards.
Yeah, he averaged 7 yards per carry. Another NFL record for him. How about the nicknames that people gave him? The human joystick, the human cheat code. I'm just telling you, watching him play, I pulled muscles in the booth watching him, thinking about trying to tackle him. He was that type of a player, hard to get on the ground.
Looking to throw again on second down. Vick.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. First down, Vick. This will be caught by Brown. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Vick to throw it. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Second quarter now, it's Brooklyn in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, Brown. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Now Jan Stenerud on for the field goal try. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. So
still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
On first down, Griffin got a man. It's Brown. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is RG-3. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Now it's Griffin being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now Griffin. And this is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. But it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. To throw again. Griffin. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. So 2 quarters down. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Griffin. Man open, Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Griffin flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
On 2nd and 12, Vick, man open left side is Brown. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy league.
Is that what they call
the receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah.
No.
And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back, right back to Brown. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They had to get it away from their end zone somewhat, but still a long way to go.
Had to start somewhere. That's probably the best outcome possible.
He's back to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that'll bring up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Breaks through the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On third down, Brown. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it with Brown. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
They had to convert there on fourth down, and they ran the football. Major surprise, but they pick it up. Now they got to really hurry.
He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Here's Griffin. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Throwing now is Griffin. Finding Green complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. He got 29 yards that time. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by the 4-time Pro Bowler and 2010 Comeback Player of the Year, and that's Michael Vick.
One of the most unique players in NFL history. You remember the snappy left-handed throw? The ability for him to play wide open with his legs. Absolutely dynamic.
It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Randy Moss, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They go right back to the ground here, and Brown. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13. Vick, and a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. These two teams all tied after one. Vick now from the 50. Got a man. It's Harrison complete. And touchdown! Marvin Harrison, 50 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Robert Griffin III now gears up to lead this offense again. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure this team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of his first half of action. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing again, Griffin. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. And not able to get it that time. He'd hit on 6 straight passes. Not there, 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Griffin finds his tight end Ingram. His carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. That's it for the... Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. Griffin. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 2nd down. Here's Griffin. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long. It's Griffin. He'll drop this off to Jim Brown, complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. Here's Griffin. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Vick operating on 1st down. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Vic. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are. But with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, it's Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. On 1st down, Brown. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. On 2nd down now, it's Brown. Rushing off defenders. And he's got this down to the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, it's Brown. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run on first down. Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The 49er great Patrick Willis in on the tackle. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Griffin over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Now Griffin. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a pick. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to...
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Jim Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. Gold to add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On second down, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Got him in. It's Brown. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now Griffin on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the fourth. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is RG-3. And the pressure gets to him again. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 15-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This one taken from the 7. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So Lamar Jackson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. Under a minute 20 to go. Now the missed field goal, that was big. That keeps them within 2 scores, and they've got it 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about this?
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 24 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it'll bring up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now. It's Brown. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Wentz gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They run with Howard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jim Brown, 68 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. So a big-time scamper there to cap a touchdown on the opening drive.
Sets a tone, establishes not what you'd call a dominance, but a really good feeling for the team that just scored. But I've got to ask you, partner, what do the analytics say about that type of a run? Does it establish anything else for them?
Now Gold for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. He leaves this one for Howard. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down. That's caught by Howard. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. On third down, Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So a 1st and 10 as the Buccaneer offense gets ready to go. Griffin now off the bootleg. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 2nd and 10, Griffin. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. They'll throw on first down with Griffin. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. first and 10. It's Griffin. This will be caught by Brown. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Griffin. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again, Griffin. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd down, it's Brown, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Let's go, fellas.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll give it here to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. This is Brown on the carry. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he'll get it only to about the 3 and no further as they stop him. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot. He's got a man. Complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. Stenerud's kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now again, right side. Peyton, and he won't get to the markers. They're going to stop it for a second straight play right at the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Champ Bailey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
On 2nd down now, Peyton. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty easy to say this is a ginormous 3rd down opportunity here for the defense. And I'm just going to tell you, Brandon, from my experiences, what you're saying in the huddle to each other is, All the right things. Read your keys. Do your job. But the biggest one, you don't have to do more. Just do what you can do, and you can make this play.
So now the Bucs down by a field goal, a little over 30 seconds remaining. They need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The Stork, Hall of Famer Ted Hendricks, in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
One last shot for RG3. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty.